share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And make sure you turn on notifications by clicking on that bell icon. Now, far left goons, vandalize NRA Lobbyist's home, frighten his wife and children. Far left thugs vandalized the home of NRA lobbyist Chris Cox twice in the last 2 months. Now, the leftist spray painted Cox's home with red paint and held posters outside of his home that read the NRA Chris Cox profits off dead kids. Now, the National Rifle Association lobbyist Chris Cox says his house was splashed with fake blood twice. Then someone made a fake website for his wife's interior design business, altering images of artwork to show photos of child gun violence victims. Now, Deplorable Faye tweeted out this saying hashtag NRA, hashtag Virginia, hashtag Maryland, hashtag DC. Second defenders who live nearby, stop by and support brave Chris Cox and family. Defend the second and the NRA. Now, Chris Cox did call the police on these abusive, vile leftists. And also, the Trace tweeted out this. It said the NRA's chief lobbyist, Chris Cox, called the police on protesters near his home in Alexandria, Virginia, and the gun group sent them a no trespass order threatening legal action if they demonstrated at NRA headquarters. Now, this letter said this, read no trespassing notice. Dear Ms. Stromberg, please note that this legal office represents the National Rifle Association of America. Please refer any future communication to the NRA to this legal office only. Please be advised that your presence on NRA property, including but not limited to the property located at 11,250 Waples Mill Road, Fairfax, Virginia, is not welcome. Now, if you come upon the property of the NRA, you will be trespassing. If you trespass on NRA property, the NRA will contact the police and take legal action against you. Thank you for your kind attention. Now, The Hill reports that a lobbyist for the National Rifle Association says anti-gun protesters have targeted his home at least twice, including spray painting his house in Virginia with fake blood and protesting at his wife's business. Chris Cox, an NRA lobbyist who lives in Alexandria, just outside of Washington, D.C., claims that left-wing protesters have stood outside his wife's interior design business to hand out flyers, created an anti-Cox website, and created posters with photos of child victims of gun violence to hold outside his home. Now, an attorney for the family told the Washington Post in a statement that the protesters' tactics have crossed the line. Mr. and Mrs. Cox have been targeted over the past few months by repeated acts of criminal and unlawful conduct, including having their home vandalized on 2 occasions, attorney Elizabeth Locke said. Now, these coordinated tactics have crossed the line of civility and human decency. Now, another tweet by Greg Washipple, hopefully I pronounced that right, says this. It says, at NRA, Catherine Coble of Roanoke, Virginia, and Amanda Gailey, a professor with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln representing the Great Gun Melt, stood outside Cox's home with a sign reading, Chris Cox profits off dead kids. So be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below and tell me how you feel about this report and about these individuals not only vandalizing his home but trying to blame, guns on the death of these poor kids. They never want to blame the people. It's always the guns. It's just their way. They're continuing and continuing. I'm seeing it more and more as I make these reports. They're trying to grab our guns. They're trying to take our guns, and this is just another step in that effort. So other than that, though, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's make America great again. I appreciate you. Peace.